Hello, wonderful. This is Sarah. And one of the weirdest things I see holding people back is the inability to stay on one subject. Okay. And I know you're like, what is she talking about right now? But there's something in Problem Solved, the simple habits for complex decisions. And when people are talking or they're trying to get help or bouncing something off a friend, they tend to go into spaghetti thinking. Well, I was thinking about this, but if I do that, then this might happen, and then it's going to affect this, and then this could happen, and really, I probably shouldn't even worry about that because, last week someone said this, and I was going through a meme on this thing at church, and then I was told I just need to not worry about anything. It's like, and you see that they are all over the place. Okay. So if you are managing someone, if you are trying to help someone with a problem, if you have kids who want to solve a problem, if you yourself need to solve a problem, give yourself a challenge to stay on topic. And within the book, Problem Solved Simple Habits for Complex Decisions, I talk about the magic question. Okay. And the magic question is, what problem are you trying to solve? And I've never been in Alcoholics Anonymous, but within any of those types of groups, they say, awareness is the first step to recovery. Okay. So in problem solving, in managing people, in teaching people, in leading people, in running a business, in you running your life, what problem are you trying to solve? And if you get very clear on that awareness, okay, and then especially if it's with kids or you're managing an employee or I guess even if you're managing yourself, you want to be clear. Is this a practical problem to solve or an emotional problem to solve? Okay. So first question, magic question, what problem are you trying to solve? Okay. First thing, you absolutely have to answer. You have to answer. If not, well, I don't know, I was thinking about this problem, but then so and so told me this, and it is absolutely the difference in successful people and unsuccessful people, and people who get what they want and people who don't get what they want. And you may be watching this and you're like, oh my gosh, that's driving me crazy. Like I can't stand people being all over the place. Okay, well, how are your 25-year-olds at your business? How are your 22-year-old kids? Right? This is not a skill taught in schools. Decision making is not taught in schools, right? So even if you feel really confident in this, there is someone in your life who needs help on figuring out what problem they're trying to solve, and we don't talk about anything else. Okay. Hey, I hear you. I understand that's a concern as well, but we really need to get back to figuring out what problem we're trying to solve. Awareness is the first problem to solve. You got to know what the problem is and then go from it. And then, is this an emotional problem to solve or a practical problem to solve? Okay. So a lot of people are afraid of public speaking. It's like my favorite thing. But a lot of people are afraid of public speaking. And so you think about like, oh, I don't know what to say versus I'm scared to say it. Okay. So what problem are you trying to solve? I have a meeting that I'm leading a team and I'm just really nervous and I don't know what I'm going to say. Okay. So I'm really nervous is an emotional problem to solve. So to solve that problem, you would need strategies to manage nerves. Maybe you would do visualization, stress management, set your week up so that you go into that day as stress-free as possible. Okay, emotional problems to solve. Practical problems to solve. What are you actually going to say? What are you actually going to say and how you are going to manage your emotions as you say it are two different problems to solve. And if you want to get anywhere in your life, wherever you want to go, teaching your kids, teaching yourself, teaching your employees, this is mastery. This is life mastery. What problem are you trying to solve? Stay on topic. Is it an emotional problem to solve or a practical problem to solve? Okay. You've got to distinguish the difference. With kids, there was a situation this week, and it was like Spirit Week at my kid's school. And so when I was going to pick up my son early, he had a dentist appointment. When I was going to pick up my son early, traffic everywhere. It was, was going to pick him up early to avoid the school pickup line, but there's traffic and it was Spirit Week, right? So what problem am I trying to solve? I'm trying to pick up my son. Okay. What's problem? My son doesn't have a phone. So what problem is he trying to solve? Finding his mother. Okay. So he gave me 2 minutes. I'm literally like circling around, like trying to get to him. He gave me 2 minutes and then he went back inside and called me, which is fine. Okay. There were 2 problems he was trying to solve. One, the practical problem of where is my mother? I need to get in the car so I can get to the dentist. And then, oh no, where is my mother? The anxiety, the confusion. He couldn't just text me, right? He didn't have a phone, so he had to go back in and call. But I want you to see those as 2 different things. And when you're having a frustrated employee, oh, I just don't think I can do this job anymore. I'm so sick of Johnny always messing up this project and taking ownership for my ideas. And I really, want to make that deal and get on that project. Okay. 2 different problems to solve. Practical problem to solve. I want to make that deal. Emotional problem to solve. Johnny gets on my nerves. Okay. It is absolutely life-changing, and it will change your conversations. It will make you 100% more effective at communicating with yourself and communicating with others to help them solve problems. And I believe the most recent results are that 48% of women in leadership are burned out and 31% of men in leadership are burned out. There is also conversations about people were quiet quitting, and now there's quiet hiring, which is, hey, we can't find anybody to do this job. So like magically, secretly, now you're going to have 2 jobs. Right? Or we don't have the money to pay for this job. So now now you're going to have 2 jobs. You're going to do your job and that person who just left's job. And that's basically the process of quiet hiring. And 48 or 31% of people are burned out. Okay. And this is talking about leadership. This is from a business perspective. So this is like, this isn't talking about parent overwhelm, personal overwhelm, going through a life tragedy, right? This is from a business perspective. Okay. Already that amount of people are burned out. And now instead of quiet quitting, people are talking about quiet hiring. And that's been building because the people who are quiet quitting, like backing up from their work, doesn't mean there's less work. So someone has been taking on that work. Okay. Ding, ding, burnout. Okay. So there has to be solutions that don't involve taking a vacation. Okay. I love vacations. Love, love, love taking a break, love taking a nap, love going to bed early. I did yoga this morning. Like I am down with I had a friend yesterday. She said, you are the best, you are better at self-care than anyone I know. Okay. I'm not talking about that being a replacement. Okay. I'm saying you can't take a vacation every week. You still have bills to pay and kids to pay for and friends that need you and conversations about business and a business to build. Life has stress. Life has stress. And what I can promise you is if you get clear about what problem you're trying to solve and then quickly navigate emotional problem to solve or practical problem to solve and separate those 2 out, you will get results faster, experience less burnout and less frustration. I promise with everything in my heart and soul, you will feel like you have more time because your conversations are going to be smoother. Your conflict is going to be down. You're going to be able to direct kids, employees, whoever in what direction they need to go into next. And life will run smoother. Okay, so I hope that helps. If you haven't checked out my book, Problem Solved, Simple Habits for Complex Decisions, definitely check it out. And there's lots and lots of strategies about making life go smoother and how to move forward, even if your life feels like a maze. Hope you're having a great day.